for getting some pressure put on him by the Pudge. The Rot just there to try and secure SF those early last hits. Has gone for that bottle rush and needs to make sure that Curry doesn't get sniped, but Ogre, not one of the heroes really capable of doing that.
Well, it's kind of interesting, right? The Mirana off lane, it's actually keeping pulls and not really possible. Koifa is going to turn around on GH God. This is going to be a close one. First blood actually already goes down at top, and so falls the Pudge. As kind of expected, but it looks like NiP struck first in the same. So pressure that he can't lane at level 3, then he just turns that into really efficient jungling.
Yeah, it's a hero that isn't very useful without farm. Like, part of the hero, his benefit is being super tanky in the front lines, and well, we'll see how tanky he is now. And he's looking to land that stun. He's holding onto it for a long time to guarantee that he can land it. And the result is he's just going to die to right clicks.
Yeah, mind control. Yeah. Finally has to run straight back, knowing that he's too low, but Hani is on point so far. GH God still kind of sitting around mid. Koifa is currently a little bit behind in CS. Oh, mind control. This time he's going to have some help.
Here, so he knows the Pudge is coming, and he's like, I'm just going to have to walk through the tower, but good call from Synderen to react to the Pudge's movement.
I think that's Ogre's specialty, right? Not giving a damn about towers.
Yeah, I mean, he is a walking tower. He walks around. You don't want anything to do with him. He throws stuff.
Miracle. Nice hook coming out from GH God, but it's not going to be enough. That haste rune and the extra nuking power, level 5 or level 3 Starstorm now from Trixie after that kill. He's just got a huge experience buff off of being able to pick up that.
But if you're kind of snowballing and doing really well, there's also like, okay, we want to push towers, get the Deso faster.
Uh-oh, Miracle. Hani and Synderen, they've spotted you out. They're going to be able to get their combination here of stuns, and this should be enough magic damage with them running him down with this slow of Ignite. A little bit more. Dive the tower. A nuke. No, the last Dragon Slave doesn't actually hit him, and now Synderen's going to be in serious trouble. The Moonlight Shadow can only save him so much as the counter ward's laid down from Liquid. They managed to pick up that one kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Era, thinking about it?
From all the jungling he was doing, but not the case. And they don't get down any wards, so bit of a failed smoke mission.
Trixie turns around, throws out the arrow. Kuro drops low. They are going to be able to get the last couple of hits in to finish him off. Montu is going to be forced away. A little bit surprised the creep wave off the tower and lessen some of the impact of that push. Hani wrapping around here, may run into Miracle, will hit the LSA, combination into Laguna Blade with the help of Koifa. They'll easily claim that kill. Killing spree now for Koifa. We said he needed to be able to have a good matchup. Something here.
Even if they don't get this mid-tier 1 tower, they've positioned such that they've controlled this bottom side, so Era's solo pushing a tier 2. He may not get it, but he's getting some good damage off, and they've got another ward deep on the map.
Oh, Kuro.
Solo kill.
Yeah. Kuro tries to push out the lane, gets a little bit of rot damage on him, threatening his life, running north now, just trying to buy as much time as his life could possibly be worth. Goes up a little further, hits that hook, gets a dismember, but this time around, Synderen's here. They'll combo their stuns, and Hani will survive just 100 HP.
Yep. Bit of space created, quote unquote, but NiP didn't even rotate cores. They were just like, the support's got this, they'll deal with it. And the whole time you've had Era at bottom lane, you've had Queen of Pain in mid lane. Quake's still continuing to farm well, has picked up a Orchid very early. Orchid, not a build you see too much anymore, but like it quite a lot this game. Really good as far as if you actually want to gank the Naga, not worry about the sleep escape, and just getting it this early on is a very potent item.
Yeah, I agree. I think you put yourself in a position via the draft that you needed to pressure Liquid really hard. And Orchid is exactly that kind of snowballing item that you're looking for. Counter ward and Sentry is going to be laid down. They're going to be able to get the telekinesis, or Yules rather, into an attempted arrow combination from NiP. Does quickly eliminate the SF. They're going to turn that into Roach for Koifa's build. See if they're able to do something like that, though, as they're trying to pressure mid and keep bottom lane pushed right now. Hani's going to be taking some experience at top lane. This is pretty funny because this is Hani in a nutshell as a support, right? He always played a little bit greedier, kind of like Solo. Looks like Era may be caught here in this combination. They're going to be lit loose with the sleep. They get the telekinesis, and Era is down. Now Koifa comes in for the side, trying to blow up Kuro, but they do get a little bit of heal. The Dark Rift away is going to happen soon. They manage to take away the Aegis and get everybody out.
And suddenly NiP gets slowed down. They haven't taken those tier 2s yet. They have no longer got the Aegis. Radiant Vision is looking very good right now as well. I think NiP need to prioritize like getting a gem and just taking down a lot of these wards because...
Oh, Trixie, you making plays here? He got behind Miracle, but GH is there to respond. Nice hook. But yes, I completely agree with you. I thought that Aegis was going to be the leverage, allowing them to take tier 2s. They are going to use the smoke, find Kuro. Not really the kill they were hoping for with the smoke like that. They would have much preferred to run into this Naga.
Hold on for a bit longer. They've got the good high ground defense. This game will start looking more and more favorable for them the longer it goes.
Hani going to be caught here, ensnared up straight into the hook of GH. No TPs from NiP to respond to that bit of aggression from Liquid. They've been pressuring bottom this whole entire time.
Top kind of splitting off into these smaller groups to fight has really played out well for Team Liquid.
Synderen, he's going to run into GH and mind control. He's now stuck in the trees, being duoed again. Sierra's going to try and help him out, but the burst damage just isn't there. GH is going to get a free ride out of here with the Dark Rift. Weaver, he's going Maelstrom as second item. You've got an Ags on Koifa, and then obviously you have that Aghanims on Trixie as well, another form of Void Clear.
Yep. Gonna ideally look to scale as late as possible here. Koifa getting hunted. Oh.
There goes to sleep, though. Now telekinesis onto Koifa. They let loose, but again, it's still not enough. He's got the stats necessary. Synderen, he unfortunately does not have that escape mechanism. Meanwhile, GH, not going to be able to TP away back over the jungle. Liquid, hunt Koifa down, not going to be able to find him. Kuro tried to trade Blink for Blink to see
the Hurricane Pike, so finding him not going to be anywhere near as easy. And Weaver's just not looking like all that big of a threat. Has farmed well, but Era doesn't have like we saw bottom lane. Pit Lord and Pudge just go in, two-man kill the Ogre, and then get out because Weaver doesn't have enough damage output to punish it.
Of Liquid, a lot of that aggressive vision is what allows them to play with Naga Siren deep on the other side of the river. Mid lane, Trixie going to be caught by an ensnare here. That's going to last a while. Looks like long enough for them to be able to get the kill. Ensnare into Pit of Malice. That's kind of a gross combination for NiP. They are so close to these two heroes. Miracle and GH tried for a hook, pulling back the creep wave. GH, what you doing there? He's going to get caught by the Yule Scepter. And I think he was just hoping to pull NiP back a little bit or something there, but doesn't manage to get the
realize
TP
quite
out.
how many heroes were in the neighborhood.
Be Liquid who take the first step here. With the Silver Edge, Sleep, they have to be aware of this Requiem combination. Era's already been fearing it. You could see he's thinking about going for a BKB next. Oh, Koifa! He just blinked straight into them, just immediately gets taken out. Now they have the chance still for this combination. The arrow actually hit Kuro in the background. Trixie comes in, pops the shrine, is going to be dismembered by GH. God, it looks like they're going to be able to finish him off. A stun onto Matu. They get a little bit more, but now he's managed to pop out his illusions, throws out the ultimate, but it's not good enough. They're going to get a Dark Rift out. No, mind control! They got the proc, they finish him up, but there goes the Sleep, and Era is low. They don't have one of their cores. Wait, no! Matu! Matu, help out Miracle! Wait, no! Oh god! He gets off the ultimate! Koifa, he blinks forward, he goes for Matu, but Matu still goes down to Hani. NiP, what a massacre that was! GH is still up versus Hani. The split shot arrows.
I mean, I was a bit of a doubter of that. Like, I remember when I first read it, I was like, oh, definitely get the attack speed. That sounds super gimmicky, and then...
Yeah.
I talked to Weeha. I was at the ESL or whatever because he got it at level 25 on his comp. His team didn't believe in him. His team's like, no, that's stupid, man. Don't get that. Get the attack speed. But you hit a couple multiple hero arrows and suddenly you're in business. Era,
fresh BKB is up. He knew this was going to be a problem. Sleep in a Requiem. He is going to be caught by the ensnare still, but does manage to time lapse that one away. Starts walking out with the Shikuchi, but GH is there. He managed to snag him, gets the dismember, and all those defensive items for Era still do not save his life. Now this is looks like another BKB going to be picked up. Trixie. He will be the next one up in that regard. Last Shrine still up. Bottom lane, they do manage to catch him. GH and Matu. Get a quick kill on Trixie, but they are going to smoke out on NiP.
And with his butterflies, Mante's pretty damn speedy and also just hard to kill in general. Another hook in mid lane, GH.
He just doesn't stop.
He's come online. He missed a few early on, but one of those things with Pudge is like, don't have a rough early game as long as you can make up for it.
Well, right in the middle of things, GH is unable to get the Dismember off before that blink. It looks like Liquid are just going to keep pushing forward mid. They know some big abilities have been used. Now Trixie's been caught by another hook. GH immediately into the Dismember. They lock Trixie down long enough to be able to kill that core again. 70 seconds on the clock, into a sleep, into a Requiem of Souls. They're going to go straight for Era first, it looks like. With the arrow, it makes it easy. Ninjas in pajamas have just been wiped like that. They're going to try and go for some buybacks here. Koifa coming back at the table, but none of Liquid are going to be anywhere near low enough for them to find a kill, and it looks like Liquid are just going to quickly execute a finish to this game. 18-18 is the end score, but the result is anything but one-sided. Liquid take game one. His way all the way around the tower, and it might just be good unless... Okay, now he's going to put himself... Yeah, okay, he thought there was some way to make that one through, but is not able to do so, and he will get corralled into a corner, and first blood goes the way of Hani.
Okay. No, supports get what they were hoping for, at least in the end. Syndra can really do all too much here.
And again, every single time this rotation spotted out, you can
double
see
raise him. Koifa.
One, and another one coming in. Invis, but oh no, the raise misses. He doesn't have enough mana for the mid-range raise, so he actually completely misses out on that kill. Now got to be locked inside the cogs, but Miracle will gladly fight that one out. Telekinesis over the side, and a long-range raise comes in time. This time, Miracle finds the kill. Mind control, he's done so. He, every single time Cinderen's been spotted out by this ward, which has been so value for them, he's been playing a lot more aggressively into that duo lane, but it looks like his aggression...
He's getting a decent amount of farm and XP out of this lane, already close to level 5, and it's not really the end of his game that he's died a couple of times, although has set Era up to be in a very good position as far as his farm goes on Ember. Mind Control's come in and found Hani once again, going to put some decent pressure onto him.
They've got GH here with the Caustic Finale pop going down. They are going to be able to pick up this kill, and without a support, Era can't really fight Mind Control either, so nice rotation from... Synderen, you sneaky bugger, look at you. Gets around Matu, manages to catch him with the Cogs, is going to be pushed out of said Cogs. Cogs do get a little bit more damage onto Matu, and it looks like they've got him dead. Managed to pick up with the Battery Assault where he left off. So, nice rotation from Synderen, despite formidable. The Shukuchi is not bad damage. The Swarm, as we talked about earlier, is rather devastating if you can't address that bug issue. Synderen, they know about this one thanks to the Dire Scan. He's going to try and wrap into the Shrine area to catch Miracle here. Now, it is going to be a little bit tough, and that's why he needs another TP in. They're going to have the Sunstrike on top of the Battery Assault, and Miracle is down. I'm not sure about that big play of aggression from him.
That was insane. I mean, it's space for bottom lane. I guess his team's telling him, like, all right, we're putting pressure bottom. They may respond to this, but... Even without the Shadow Demon, I'm pretty sure he dies to that. Top lane
Era! He's got the wand. He's got the Burrow Strike. He's got him.
Yeah.
That is a big
now
kill.
The escape isn't really there. Synderen would love this kill to get him towards that level 6. Mind Control can tuck him.
He's going to receive a heal now. Trixie, low on mana, is going to bring Mind Control a little bit lower, but not low enough to go for the kill. Instead, they're going to pick up GH. Era's managed to lock him down, and they will throw out the Remnant. GH definitely dodges it, but there's only so much you can do on that slow support. Kuro banging the drums in the side. It may turn into an awkward accidental bump. Oh, the Hani actually stops the disruption there. But the silence was forced on Hani. Instead, they are going to be able to hit the hook shot. Synderen separates Matu from the rest of his team. They're going to be able to lock him down. Again, with the Sunstrike, they make quick work of whatever heroes inside those cogs. Mind Control's going to be next up. Burrows his way deep into the trees and will manage to get that TP. Nicely played. Kuro was the other casualty. Very easily clean damage. It does seem to be one of the strategies and just general maybe principles of Liquid. How to be able to buy space for each other. NiP are going to be able to set up a Sunstrike here on a GH. Quickly right-click him down. Liquid thought they were going to have an opportunity for aggression with that invis, but GH left alone in this bottom lane. A little bit of presence, just keeping this push back, and if NiP commits serious resources to killing him, GH I'm sure won't be too sad. Actually doesn't manage to get the Shukuchi. I think Trixie planning around that one throws out the Swarm. That is,
needs to be careful not to get caught out here. Miracle is hunting.
Oh, it does seem like maybe NiP have made this read. Nice. They're going to be able to get the disruption, slow him down. The Sunstrike actually misses, but they will still easily kill Miracle with the help of the Soul Catcher. Liquid are trying to put the pressure on mid now, see if they can
kind of try and force Kuro to use his spells preemptively and not get off the best chaotic offering in the fight.
Trixie, hook shot, there it is. They're going to go straight for GH. Mind Control does manage to stop some of that damage. Faked out. Kuro actually holding on to the chaotic offering, seeing that GH was definitely dead and is going to wait for a better opportunity. Maybe Trixie here with the silence up. Another stun. Now he's going to drop the chaotic offering. Synderen comes in, but now the ultimate goes out from Miracle. Era gets bounced back just like that, and Matu actually survives through all of that. Hani is going to be the extra cleanup here. Sunstrike. Oh, he tried to have a guess at where Matu was at invis, but doesn't quite hit him. Koifa not able to get that big objective in Roshan, which means, as we talked about last game, right, that first Aegis could be used as leverage to take the tier 2s. Bottom lane, they're going to go for GH. GH gets chained up, unable to steal the Remnant, so we won't have an escape mechanism there.
Yeah, quite a few deaths on GH this game. He's kind of playing that role where it's like, all right, someone go push out this bottom lane. It's a bit of a dangerous place to be. You don't want to send your Shadow Fiend or Drow down there. All right, let's send the Rubik. And unfortunate that NiP are prioritizing killing him as much as they are, but it's not the biggest loss for Liquid at the same time.
Kuro's a little bit bigger of a kill with the Hand of Midas. He's got a little bit more net worth to work with, but he can't finish him off. Now the silence on Trixie. Matu turns the whole thing around with the help of Mind Control. They will still get that tier 2 at bottom lane, and that is
tower taken, and Hani now in deep as a Blink Dagger will get found.
Got to be picked up here. Mind Control pops the Sandstorm, stopping any disruption. Turns around, tries to get whatever damage. Oh, he actually has him. Oh, the power of Shadow Demon, man.
Wow. Okay.
They're supposed to be ahead, and I don't think they're getting far enough ahead as they feel like they should. Only 4K gold and about 3,000 experience at this point. Trixie coming in with a double damage, trying to threaten Mind Control. Another Sunstrike is going to be off point. Oh, Trixie commits, but can't quite finish him off. Now Era's going to make some commitment of his own, but he's beaten back by Miracle, now stunned up, and he may lose his life. It cost Mind Control his own, but that's okay. The Ember Spirit was well worth it. Synderen comes in, hits the hook shot onto the friendly creep, but does manage to close the distance with Miracle, hoping to be able to lock him down with the Meteor. They've got him down. That is big. NiP actually buying back now as Era sees the opportunity, and it's a big one too. They can get Matu here as well. The Sunstrike, this time it'll be on point. Koifa picks up the triple kill, and a buyback from Era in part help lead to a set waiting on those BKBs that they all have queued up in their quick buys.
I mean, they've got the rock, but I don't think that necessarily is enough to fight with. And speaking of which, Kuro is found. 40 seconds without Warlock means this last tier 2 tower, possibly shrines, or even
Away from that push, looks like Mind Control's presence by himself was enough to keep NiP a little bit wary of that. Oh, nice catch up. Disruption right before the TP cancel out. Miracle will be ripped apart by his own illusions, and Synderen.
It's it feels like Miracle is just kind of into objectives, into a decisively won game, and that's what they need to be doing now. Even though their lamp can scale, they've reached a peak now. The BKBs aren't up just yet. They've got an Aegis. There's no point giving Liquid the time and space to finish the BKB on Shadow Fiend if you can push now.
Oh, silence onto Trixie, but they are going to be able to get the Synderen hook in with double inside the cogs. If Eric can actually get inside there, they can lay out some big-time damage. The BKB is activated, and now they have the epicenter cannon. Synderen tries to make his way back, but is going to be caught by GH into a burrow strike. That'll be a 1 kill, but Era actually turns back in, tries to go for Miracle, but now he's been silenced up, and he's going to be losing that Aegis unless the disruption save from Hani can buy him some time. Koifa comes in. Nice Ice Wall there, holding Miracle in place. Era will finally lose his Aegis, but that's okay. They got one big core out of Liquid, and they look to catch more. Mind Control gets away. Protected, it seems, by Liquid. They know how important this shrine is above all else to be able to control that Roshan pit. They can't afford to give up another Aegis. Trixie, it looks like he got caught, though. Mind Control and Matu, maybe it was with the gem of Mind Controls, managed to spot him out, get a big kill, and he...
Shrine still, there's still a tower at bottom lane, so they are a bit more limited in their options as far as Liquid go.
Miracle starts coming forward. They do have the remnant. They are hoping to be able to jump something, but it's an illusion. They jump instead. Now Synderen managed to get the hook and a Force Staff away. Still eliminated, though, by Miracle's physical damage. Miracle has to make his way out of this one, though. Is going to pop the ultimate towards the end of his BKB, but on the left-hand side, Mind Control's been caught by Era and Koifa. Now Matu, slowed down by the Purge of Trixie, is going to be forced into a BKB of his own. Very rapidly, this defensive power of Liquid is dwindling. Matu, he actually managed to get the TP out, but Miracle won't be as lucky. He gets a disruption out from Hani, and the team is just going to lamb blast him. With all that damage, they're going to be able to pull him down to his death, and GH very likely to follow him to the grave as well, as Hani and Era manage to snatch him out near the Ancients. 3 down, all in exchange for just little old Synderen, who made that nice initiation. What illusion was that? Was that a disruption bait? Almost run into Koifa. They actually burrow strike forward. I think his smoke popped, so he wanted to move forward, but now NiP see everything, and Mind Control's the one in trouble. Force Staff's away, but a nice hook shot. Synderen catches 2, but can't get the cogs off and just gets eliminated. GH manages to get the quick burrow strike. Mind Control leading Arrow on a merry chase here with his Force Staff. Will finally be brought down. Crow tried to come in and give him a heal, but now he's in the wrong position against Koifa and Trixie. He will be duoed up. They actually have the vision of Miracle. He's going to be forced to pop his BKB, try and TP.
World-class high ground defense with the SF illusions.
Oh, that's definitely a big one.
Not putting onto the racks, they will get taken out. Just zoning the SF out, knowing that this will free up the space.
Oh, there it is, the Epi initiation. Epi onto Koifa, but the Lincolns managed to protect him for the burrow strike, so there wasn't any real good hold. They finally get a Yule Scepter onto Koifa, but he managed to get down to way with a Ghost Walk. Oh, Synderen! He was halfway through the hookshot animation to be able to get away from this one. Mind Control's been stunned up, does get out another stun, but Koifa blocks it again with the Lincolns, and now they've got a disruption onto a Draw Ranger with Miracle slowed down on the side. This is rapidly turning disastrous for Liquid as they come out immediately get rebuffed. They just get taken out like that with a Meteor combination. They lose Matu. They got to drop GH as well. Miracle's left alone now to defend a lot.
With the buyback, they still want to take this Rax in mid lane. They've taken at least the tower, and with the Alacrity Invoker, they can take more.
Miracle comes forward. Now the Chaotic Offering. They look to blow up Koifa. They've got him dead. 90 seconds down. But NiP have bought everything they needed with that Aegis push. They forced up. The tier 3 is beginning to drop. 30 seconds left for Koifa's Invoker. NiP, are they going to give in to this pressure? Now Hani going to be caught. They're going to be able to get the burrow strike onto him. Shrine activated, but it's not enough to save him. But Synderen managed to get the hook shot onto 2, locking them in. But they both get a Force Staff outside of the cogs. BKB activated, but Miracle can't make his way out like Matu can. He's too low HP, so he turns around, tries to go for the ultimate. Tornado! Oh, it was just a slip.
Cells with an SF buyback, but at least a kill on Quick that could set them up for success.
Force Staff over the cogs and a push back. Now Era actually commits here forward with the BKB. Double remnant use. Kuro, he's going to be caught inside the shrine. He's taken apart. Synderen, similar story here. He has the Ghost Scepter to fall back on. A disruption. Hook, but he hooks into his own illusions. Won't be able to make it out. Mind Control gets taken out though. Trixie's up next with the silence. Not able to do enough though. Matu can't output the damage. They're trying to hold on to this buyback of Miracles and use Mind Controls instead, missing out on the stun on Trixie. Now Matu in serious trouble. Gets silenced up. Push back. The combination is there, but a disruption saved from GH is not going to be enough. A tornado catches Matu on the way out. Trixie will help clean it up. Now they're left with no buyback on the Draw Ranger for 90 seconds, and it seems like that win condition, that small little opportunity that Liquid have, is now closed. They're going to come back with the SF, but they will still have to fight this one at bare minimum. 4 versus 4. Jump in. Epicenter combination. It pulls out Trixie. They do manage to hold at least one telekinesis forward. They go for Invoker. He gets a Yule Scepter. They're going to take the high ground where the former Dire Shrine was, and it's Liquid who are going to now take the low ground with their smoke out. They run into Hani. He managed to get the initiation there, but it's just a support. They can bring him down. Almost. No one gets a Force Staff to the high ground. Synderen pops the Ghost Scepter, and their initiation from Liquid doesn't actually catch anything. Now Mind Control stuck out in the high ground. He's done for. Era comes in big. Gets a lot of damage onto Matu, tries to go for a desperate TP out, but doesn't actually make it. With this high ground advantage, Liquid can't output any damage. Kuro, he gets a Force Staff to the high ground, quickly followed up by Trixie, takes him down. Triple kill for the Trickster, and now it's going to be NiP, full 5-man.
The end of Liquid if they don't come back to defend.
The stolen disruption from GH will give a lot more credibility to this push, as backdoor protection is down from a single range creep and siege creep, but Tier 4 is already dead, and these heroes are being threatened now by Hani alone. Throws out the ultimate. Miracle. He knows. The end game is nigh, and the throne is going to fall. That's it. GG is called. Liquid lose game number 2. Ninja's physical damage that is threatening his life. He can't actually get the Omni Slash off because he's still spinning. Era ends up running into GH and Mind Control, takes a smidge of damage from that one. Trixie running back from Kuro and Matu are looking to be able to chase him down. Turn around, goes for the stun, but a spin is already there. We'll be able to pick up the bounty rune, steals that one away, and gets a lot of damage in return, but an early TP. What? How did Synderen have a TP already? Sunstrike coming in. Okay, that didn't really seem to really hit the mark, but with the stun, it is going to be enough damage. First blood goes to Synderen, and the second bounty rune will be picked up.
Guy was going to die as well, but he then salves up while tower seeing me. I was so angry.
Oh, that's the exact same thing happened to me. I had this crazy ass PA, and he just like tower dived with healing salves all day, and I was just like, oh, good lord. Let's see. How's this laning phase really matching up, though? Because it seems like Mind Control is going to be brought back here. If they can actually get this kill, it'll be big, because Mind Control's been getting a lot out of this laning phase so far. He's level 4, but it looks like they will catch him. Era gets the Shukuchi on him. A little bit of blast damage in return, but they do manage to claim that kill for Era, and that kill is definitely needed. He's been... as a result, he's managed to pick himself up Arcane Boots already. He's going to put those to good use here as another glimpse goes down. They get the bugs on a Mind Control. And again, it looks like he should die here with a sleep. On to GH. They might be able to get the extra kill. The Sunstrike, and that is a twofer. 4-0 now for NiP, upsetting the static laning phase. That was a win. Definitely not the norm. An attempted go here onto Miracle. They've got the glimpse in place. They've got the pullback with the Sentry. They've got Trixie here as well to lend them the extra stun necessary to land the Sunstrike. And that will be all from Miracle in this lane. 5-0 now for Ninjas the Pajamas in this Game 3 against Liquid.
And that's now kills across all 3 lanes. So, like, you talk about the dire side having a CS advantage in, as all 3 cores. Well, each of those cores has now died and lost most of that farm advantage outside of the Juggernaut, who has died but is still maintaining a pretty decent farm lead on his counterparts. But all in all, I think NiP have done a great job of equalizing things here. This top tower, though,
he's not expecting this at all. Oh, that pure damage blowing him up. I mean, that's it's 6.5 minutes in, and Trixie already has his level 6. You don't expect that from the Nyx assassin, and Matu very clearly got caught out by it.
Yeah, that's level 6, and he got a bit greedy with the tower perhaps as well, but very nicely played. NiP are playing some pristine Dota so far here in game number 3, and looking for more at this mid lane. Miracle is perhaps caught again. The TP's coming in. They're just going to keep on rotating.
They really are. They're pulling back. They bring all these heroes. NiP, they seem to have a knack for 4 or 5 manning so early onto the game. I mean, 4 heroes near this mid lane. They look for Trixie to make the initiation off of his Vendetta.
There's a Sentry. He hasn't walked
inside.
Nice
double stun. And with the Meteor over the top of the Deafening Blast, they might just be able to get Miracle as well. His refraction is already down. Oh, they catch Matamba, man. That's going to be the target with the Fiend's Grip. A nice Blinding Light. A glimpse back. Miracle's going to be caught as well. Mind Control's trying to put a stop to this one, but Miracle, he still ends up going down. Mind Control's being controlled up by the sleep. He couldn't even get off the ultimate, which means no real good turnaround kills either. Liquid, they just got demolished.
That is such a good play from Trixie. That Sentry Ward is there, and he doesn't even go for the Vendetta hit. He just...
They still have plenty of opportunities to win a fight. It's just a question of whether or not they can find the right kind of initiation here.
They really want to kill Quick, but he's that big snowballing carry that they haven't been finding a way to deal with. And
they see him now.
They do know where he is.
But how can they close that gap? They really can't, not against the Tornado.
As well.
And Synderen.
Yeah.
All right. Kuro managed... Get him.
Classic Synderen roll. Tank the smoke gank for the team. Miracle could be in trouble here to a Sunstrike.
Yeah, he's been farming away these Ancients. If Trixie actually... Oh, the refraction just came up. They're still going to be able to get the Sunstrike on him, and Miracle may be in trouble. He pops the Shrine, turns Trixie. All right, they get the Telekinesis, and that will mean Trixie's death, I do believe. Miracle, instead of dying, actually picks up the kill on, let's be honest, just a little bit of fortuitous timing.
To steal the Shikuchi, but NiP's in a good position here, and I think they've been warned of that Sentry Ward in lane as well.
Okay, that isn't going to be much, but the Static Storm will mean a lot. Liquid, they're going to lose so many here. 1, 2, and make it 3. Koifa picks up one of them, making his a mega kill streak, so even the mid lane farmer when it comes to team fighting.
we'll see how good Hani can be as far as getting the fast fingers on the Static Storms then, but they're not done. They're still going a Miracle.
A fresh refraction still laid out, but they do have the Static Storm. Miracle pops the haste, but it's not enough to be able to get out of that kinetic field. They may still be able to get this kill. Never mind, Miracle's away, and Trixie's in some serious trouble. Synderen fights it out with 2 heroes, while Trixie having to do something similar here. Dodges the blast, gets a double impale. Synderen's definitely dead, but Trixie's still making his case. He's still alive and is going to buy his team. A lot of time, Sunstrike stolen out by GH, barely misses. But finally, they will bring Trixie down. Really, there wasn't much hope for escape, just a lot of delay.
They're taking the enemy Ancients. They're setting up kind of very aggressively as if they want to jump and take another team fight around this mid lane. Problem is the same Radiant Observer continues to scout a lot. But
Era, is he actually going to get bursted down? No, time lapse goes out just in time. Kuro a little bit slow there with Sunstrike. Actually misses out. Blinding Light helping Kuro out. Missed Impale this time around from Trixie. Kuro actually steals it, throws it out real quickly, knows he's going to be dying, and he sure does. Fiend's Grip laid out, but actually Storm Panda using the Tornado to stop that channel, and that means Matu is free to beat down Synderen. Era picks up that healing ward, looks to pick up one of the supports in the back line while the rest of Liquid stream forward, trying to grab Hani. Static Storm laid out, trying to do whatever damage he can. Maybe with the Meteor Blast, they can get something. Trixie comes in. Miracle's low, but he pops a fresh refraction. They're going to go for Matu instead, who's been stunned up, but still on half HP. I'm not sure how they could possibly bring him down with all this extra health that he's feeling right now. Era's going to go for it anyway. Sunstrike, is it on point? No, he gets a little bit of body block and misses out. Now Matu turns, spin to win on top of Trixie. He's going to be able to pick up that kill, and Era locked in by the mana leak, doesn't have a time lapse away, has the magic wand charges, but cannot get out Liquid. Strike back big time, making a score that was once 10-3. Now,
same impact he did in the previous game, because NiP are going to be set back quite a lot by that failed fight there, but potentially looking to set up a top lane.
Yeah, he is going to be met pound for pound, though. Nice pick up there on GH by Trixie and Koifa. Miracle, him picking up the Nyx either. So, Matu, going to be threatened a bit. Does have his spin, but Synderen might be able to get the Fiend's Grip, stopping all of that. Matu thought he could rely on the spin to be able to get out of this one, but can't actually make it out. The Fiend's Grip holds him in place. Now, a silence, asleep now onto Miracle. They can set up the stun combination. He's already lost all of his refraction charges with the Centaur's stun. They hold him in place long enough. He has the haste rune still with the help of Kuro. He will manage to get out. And maybe Kuro can get out too with the Shukuchi. Now the jump in. Mind control. Not going to be stunned up by Trixie fast enough. Managed to get off his ultimate and will get the control onto the fellow offlaner of NiP, it looks like. He's beginning to make his distance. He actually tried to purge off that invis. Not going to happen. Miracle is in a war here with Koifa right now. He's out of refraction charges. Still has that Aegis to be able to fall back on. Koifa going to give up on the kill. It's going to be Era caught in by the telekinesis. They blow him up with a big blast from GH. Now Synderen's going to be caught as well. He gets the sleep on a Miracle, but it won't be able to set up much with NiP mostly dead or too far away to be able to assist. Another win for Liquid.
Yeah, just good aggression around the Aegis and not having the Static Storm that they used. That's the first time I've seen a Static Storm used on a Centaur. It actually seemed like a decent play. It stopped the Juggernaut from using his Centaur to stomp the Fiend's Grip. If he got that stomp off, potentially he escapes using a Blade Fury or an Omni Slash, but the result is Liquid with the Aegis can just constantly die for kills.
Oh, that Sunstrike's going to be split between the two, and that means Mind Control won't actually end up going down there. Another decent stun by Trixie's team, for now anyway.
Yeah, Cinder's just going to tuck himself in these trees. He sees them coming with the Observer Ward. Question is if they know he's there, but instead it's going to be Hani caught out.
Hani throws down the Static Storm, but he gets quickly eliminated by that physical damage. Maybe Matu can be taken out with a Sunstrike a little bit more. One and a Healing Ward. He's actually good. Trixie makes his blink away, but another trap is there from the Templar Assassin. Doesn't pop
with the Invoker. It's a very good Weaver game as well, as far as there not being a great deal of control. GH
has enough HP now. He's got the Aghanim Scepter, and now it's Trixie who has to tank the full Omni Slash.
I mean, a couple kills. I mean, it's one of those things where this game looks very different. If they kill that
one too, Mind Control can jump forward at any point in time, but he's got a BKB, so he will not be controlled and denied that primal split. He's ready to go. Oh, maybe a Fiend's Grip. They can actually get the damage onto him. They can stop him from getting off this big time ultimate, but they just don't have it. A Blinding Light from GH stops most of that physical damage, and now it's going to be Lane of Raxes, it seems like, for Liquid. They pick up the melee, wipe out the ranged, And a full retreat now. Jump forward from Trixie. 2-man stun. NiP really want to be able to get something to happen, but no! Disruptor gets one shot by Miracle, and now they've got the control onto Era as well. He's being controlled up by the telekinesis. They eliminate him. 2 down from Ninjas the Pajamas, and all of a sudden Liquid have taken 1 lane of Rax and are gonna...
Even so, I mean, NiP get enough kills as they did. It felt like they were gonna be playing at a tempo where they could just keep finding pickoffs using the Nyx Vendetta into the Sunstrike, but it's Liquid who struck back.
4-man smoke into Koifa's silence. Nice 2-man stun from Trixie. And, oh, Matu actually tried to throw out the Omni Slash, but it was blocked by the Spike Carapace and a blink away from Trixie. He managed to get out of that one, but it may not be good enough. He's still going to be comboed down. Mind Control came in big time with that ultimate. He's going to be able to get the control onto Cinderin. Jump forward. Miracle looks for a third. Gets the Disruptor on the back lines as well. Ninjas and Pajamas. I thought for a small moment there, with the Omni Slash wasted, they could actually fight it out, but they are just going to be forced into a good game call. Such high hopes for NiP going into this Game 3 after a stellar Game 2 performance, but